Welcome to the Mac and Maj podcast. My name is Maj.
This is Mac.
This is Mac. We got a good one in for you today. We have we're changing the format a little bit. We're gonna do something that we're gonna call Series Spotlight.
Series Spotlight.
Series Spotlight. So basically,
I should know this.
You should know this. You were on the email.
I got the memo.
You got the memo. But yeah, so what Series Spotlight is going to be is it's going to be a segment that we're kind of putting into our podcast where we talk about a show, okay, our favorite seasons, maybe a show that both of us watched, maybe a show that neither one of us watched, but for certain reasons, and we talk about why. But for our first episode, it was very important that we chose a show that we both watched.
And a lot of you've watched.
And a lot of people have watched.
Yes.
So without further ado, our Series Spotlight.
Before we say it. I watch TV, right?
Okay.
I watch a lot of TV.
Yes.
But somehow, I always go back to this.
You always land on this.
I always land on this.
This is a show that's there for you when no one else is. At 1 a.m. at Nickelodeon.
Let's keep them guessing.
This is a show that taught a lot of people English. It is.
True.
I swear it is.
It's very true.
It's very true. This is a show that taught a lot of people English.
It taught me a lot of words.
This is a show that taught me how to deal with heartbreak.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not that. But
taught me, look, it's an amazing show. Every single person, 99% of the world.
A good amount of the world
knows this show.
Everyone knows it. Not everyone likes it, but a lot of people do.
I memorized every single episode.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm sitting there and my wife just looks at me and was like, "You've watched this 1,000 times."
So it doesn't matter. So without further ado,
what's the show?
Episode 9, Series Spotlight number 1. We will be speaking about Friends.
Friends.
Yes. So Friends.
Friends, guys, come on, Friends.
Okay.
You can't not like. But can I say something before we start talking about Friends?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other TV show that you sit down and you watch as often as Friends?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Don't tell me it's like Frasier.
Okay. First of all, no, because I don't know if you know this, but I'm 23. I'm not 43.
What are you talking about? Friends came out about the same time.
Frasier's older than Friends.
Yeah, by like a couple years, not that much.
A couple years makes a difference. Also, you have to understand that if you weren't watching Frasier, I wasn't either. Because,
I watched Frasier, the whole thing.
I don't know who the hell Frasier is.
Oh, come on.
Who is that?
Frasier.
I know the show. Like, I feel like he's on a... Anyway, I'm not talking about this.
The
bullshit.
radio
I was just about to say.
Guy. Anyway, are you going to say Seinfeld? Man, what is it? I can't keep guessing.
No, we have to. We have to leave it for future episodes. I think there's 3 or 4 that I watch as frequently. Easily.
As frequently as Friends?
Maybe even more frequently.
I don't think I watch anything as frequently as
No
Friends.
way in hell. So what we're going to do is, for every show, we are going to start off by saying our favorite character.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to talk about our favorite season. Okay.
And then favorite episode?
And then favorite episode.
Love it.
Okay.
I love it, man.
Let's start. So with Friends, obviously. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go down the line.
And then we'll talk about it.
Introduce the characters. This is a show that's extremely special to your heart.
It is. I love this show.
You love this show. This is his shit. He has this on DVD, VCR, torrent, all of that shit. Everything.
You think he's joking. He's not.
I'm not.
I have it on my phone
everything
right now.
I'm sure you do.
Not the whole thing, because I'm not.
Apple limits the amount of...
but I have it on my phone. I have it on my iPad.
I'm sure you do.
If I'm in a plane,
you're watching Friends.
I'm watching Friends.
So introduce the characters.
You want all of them or just the main?
No. The main.
The main 6.
The main.
All right. So you got 3 boys, 3 girls. So you have Ross.
Uh-huh.
Ross Geller. Brother of Monica Geller. Ross is a paleontologist. The nerdy one. Knows everything. Responsible. Great guy.
Responsible is debatable, but...
Yeah, well, he's responsible with...
Then you have Monica.
Monica the chef.
Monica's the chef. Kind of high strung. Kind of a freak.
Very high maintenance.
Very high maintenance. Very high maintenance.
Right, very high maintenance. But she's the one that pulls everyone together.
Probably the smartest.
Really?
So maybe in terms of like high pressure
I
situations.
feel like her and Ross are at the same.
Well,
they got brought up well.
yeah, they got
By
they got brought up
Jack.
well. So then I think the natural shift is then from Monica to Rachel.
Okay, so Monica to Rachel. Rachel is Monica's best friend from high school.
Yes, comes from a rich family, comes from money.
Exactly, spoiled, all that stuff.
But she there's growth. But
There's growth,
where
yeah.
the original
But
thing-
this is the original characters. And then from Rachel, I want to go to Joey.
you got to go to Joey.
Got to go to Joey after Rachel. Why?
Okay.
Because there's the same level of intellect. Right? So you have Joey. Joey is just like the funny womanizer guy.
Yes.
Who just doesn't care about anything but food and women.
Yes.
That's it.
100%.
That's it.
Easy. Then you have Chandler.
Then you have Chandler.
Sarcastic guy, works a 9 to 5 that he hates.
Exactly. Best friends with Ross in
Joey.
high school.
Lives with Joey.
Lives with Joey. Joey came into the gang because he just needed a roommate, and then bam, he finds Chandler.
Who happens to live across the hall from Monica and Rachel.
And well, in the beginning it was Monica and Phoebe.
Well, Monica and Phoebe, then Monica and Rachel and Phoebe.
Yes. At one point, everyone lived in that
Yeah,
apartment.
everybody lived in that apartment.
We'll talk about.
Okay.
We'll keep talking.
But anyway,
Then Phoebe.
Phoebe.
We didn't talk about Phoebe.
Phoebe,
which was Monica's original roommate.
Uh-huh.
That lived in front of Chandler and Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe, I don't know how to classify it.
She's like
just
a VCU arts major.
She's loopy.
she's
A
loopy.
VCU arts major?
Yeah. That's what that is.
What does that even mean?
Phoebe. But okay. So
Wow, that pissed off anyone who's in
yes.
arts.
So we gave a little thing. We'll try and give less detail around the other stuff, but
Yeah. This is just, you need
very
to know who the
important
characters
baseline.
are. I'm sure everyone knows.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character.
Your favorite character.
I
You
hate
choose
this
one.
question.
Actually,
I chose.
rank them.
Rank them.
All
6.
All 6.
Here we go. Number 1. This is easy. Like I've done this in my
Yeah,
mind.
I know you.
1,000
That's
times.
why I have.
Chandler,
Okay. Cool.
number 1.
Cool.
Joey, number 2.
Cool.
Phoebe, number 3.
Okay.
Ross,
Okay.
and then Monica, and then Rachel.
Okay. Cool. So mine go like this. Mine is Chandler number 1, Joey number 2, Rachel number 3.
Really? Okay.
Big Jennifer Aniston guy.
Oh, man, I'm so over this.
Rachel
discussion.
number 3. Number 4 is Ross.
Okay.
But you know Ross. Sometimes he's number 1. It just
Yeah,
depends on the episode. 5 is Phoebe and 6 is Monica.
Okay.
You
just don't like Monica.
I don't like Monica. I'm outspoken about my hate towards.
Do you know
Monica.
why? I feel like Monica's role in Friends is it's like someone who has to be there, but she's not really making that much noise.
Well, she's making noise, but but look, all the Monica storylines, like the Monica specific storylines, I was just not about.
Yeah, they weren't
Like the Richard shit, the Jon Favreau shit.
They weren't really that funny.
Yeah, and
But
and she stresses me out, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
it assisted everything else that
Absolutely,
was going on.
she's
essential.
She's a glue character.
She's essential.
She's a glue character.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, she annoyed the shit out of me.
Why?
Very high strung. She was never like, she was always stressful to watch. She was always like all over the place. You move the couch a little bit, she shits her pants. Like, it's like,
Oh yeah, but that was the character.
dude, that's the character.
That's
So
the
I
character.
wasn't a fan of the character.
Okay.
Obviously, Courtney Cox
Yeah,
did a great job at being that character.
Of course, she did
right?
amazing.
But you know that she is my least favorite character.
Okay, the reason why Jennifer Aniston, Rachel, is my least favorite character, and a lot of people are not gonna like this, but I have credibility. I have watched this over and over
again. Yeah.
Rachel is not that great of an actor in Friends.
You know, I think she has a lot of moments where she breaks.
Yeah.
But let me tell you why Rachel's so valuable for me.
No, you're biased.
Well, no. Well, yeah. But first of all,
He loves her.
What are the best storylines in Friends?
Yeah, they revolve around Rachel. Yes.
Rachel and Ross. Right.
Correct.
So you can't. That's
One
that's
of the best. One of the best storylines.
The whole Joey and Rachel thing was huge.
Yeah, and she was there. I get
Yes.
that. I understand.
Rachel and Monica, that dynamic was hilarious.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
So and Rachel brought up the Rachel and Ross shit brought up so much shit.
Yeah.
That
It was
like,
centered around this
Exactly.
whole thing. Yeah. Because
Exactly.
it starts with it, ends with it.
So we both have the same top character, which is Chandler.
Yes.
Okay.
Chandler is he's
Unbelievable. unbelievable.
Like, forget about the character.
Yes.
Matthew Perry killed that role.
Yes.
Like, he killed it.
And thank God that they got him help when he needed the help in season 2 and 3.
Because he had some drug problems.
Yeah, he was having some problems, and he was able to get the help he needed to where he could continue to be Chandler. Because if we lost Chandler, bro, I don't know what I would have done.
I don't think Friends would have been the same.
Not
I don't
even
think
close.
anyone would have watched
Not
it.
even close.
I don't think they would have reached
Chandler is one of my
episode 6.
favorite TV characters of all time.
He is.
Easily.
He is, man.
His sarcastic remarks, everything he does, the fact that he ends up with Monica is just hilarious. His best friend's sister.
I want him on this podcast.
I want Chandler right
Chandler.
here. I want him to be. I want there to be a third mic somewhere.
But you want to know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
I've obviously followed the actors after Friends.
Absolutely.
Chandler, Matthew Perry, is still Chandler after Friends.
Like him as a person?
Him as a person. It's really him. Go watch his stuff.
Oh, so it's kind of like Seth Rogen, how he's like he plays the character, but that's him.
Seth Rogen, exactly. It's the same
So it was
thing
the perfect role for him.
It was a perfect, because it's him.
Yeah. It's like Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he might not, but the personality.
But the personality
Yeah.
is the same. He, like when I watch him on like The Daily Show or an interview, he's still he's still Chandler.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's still Chandler, and that's what I love.
He is.
That they really picked the right person for the role.
I think. Oh man. So let's do this while we're on here.
Okay.
You and I
Yes.
need to look at each other and say which character we think the other one is. You can combine two.
I can combine two.
You can combine two.
Jeez. Can you be a girl?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, because the character is just like.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't care.
No offense.
No, man, I'm fluid. I'm.
Don't call me Rachel now.
Okay. No. Let's. Let me. I need to think for a second.
You got to think about
just
it
for a second.
While you think about it, because I already know what you are. While you think about it, I'm
Okay.
just going to say something about Friends. Friends. So first of all, if you've never watched Friends, there's something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. Right? Please. I know that we're not like at 1 million views right now. We don't have that many followers, but like, if there's one person that didn't watch Friends, please don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me.
You know, a lot of people say Friends is completely overrated.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm literally. I don't give a shit about your feelings. You're wrong.
I think
You're
it's,
an
I
idiot.
think it's a little overrated, but I still don't think. No. But let me explain.
Whoa.
No. It's still like, to me, like a top comedy. No way to spin it.
Yeah, I watched
Right?
other very funny.
It got to a level to where I say, okay, fine, it might be a little overrated.
But because you like we overdid it. with
Yeah,
it.
but it taught people English, bro. What are you gonna do? Okay, so all right, I think I'm ready. You say yours first.
Really?
Yes. I'm
Don't
ready.
you want to say it? Am I a mix of two?
You're a mix of two, because you need to justify. We can't just say it and.
Okay, fine. You are a mix of 1, 2. Oh shoot! This
Yeah,
is
it's a
bad.
tough one. Okay, I have mine.
All right,
So
go.
let me do mine. And let
do
you
yours.
think.
Do yours, because now
Okay, your first one is Ross.
Ross.
Your first one is Ross.
Okay.
Because Ross has the same mannerisms that you have.
Which is?
Like the way you just walk into a room when you're upset. Like the way you walk, like just the way you are as a man.
Okay.
Like you have the same like actions as Ross.
Okay, so my first one for you anyway before was Ross.
Was Ross.
But let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because of your negativity.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Because Ross is very like he was like always like depressed, like you
Yeah,
said, right?
yeah.
But I get what you're saying about me, whereas you know my emotions the moment I walk in the door.
Yes, you are like you're all out there. You're all out
negative.
Yes.
You're not a negative person, but you have a lot of negative like thoughts.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's a nightmare up here, bro. They should really study this thing.
I think they've known that
Yeah,
the past eight episodes. All right, my second.
Okay. Well, actually, no, I have to say my second first because I said the first first.
That's what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Oh,
said-
yeah. Okay, you're second. Okay, yeah. Okay, so your second one. It's not Phoebe.
I'm kidding.
It's not Phoebe. Your second one to me
Do it. Come on, man. Please don't let it be the one.
is Chandler.
Okay, why?
Okay, so the second one to me is Chandler because I think that you have similar humor.
Okay.
Similar humor. Like
I get it from Chandler.
so Joey and Phoebe, they're funny because they're dumb.
Exactly. That's their
Okay.
logo.
They're funny because they're dumb.
Yeah.
Monica is just Monica. Okay. And Rachel isn't like a strong character, but this character is involved in so many things.
Right.
So that's why I say Chandler, because you have similar humor,
Okay.
similar outlook of things, just a 9 to 5 guy, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, okay. So I'm upset that you explained Joey that way, because I was gonna say yours is Joey.
No,
but not because you're not because you're dumb.
I
Because
get
you're
it.
not dumb.
I get it. I know why. It's
Why?
fine. No, just I want to hear your justification.
Because you're the guy who just says whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Joey's like that.
Yeah. No, Joey says whatever he wants. He does what he wants.
He doesn't care what's
Yeah.
going around. He's like, no, I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
No,
that's you.
I completely agree.
But I honestly didn't mean anything about you being dumb or anything like that.
I completely understand. Like personality wise, I get it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I just walk.
You
in
have
a
some
room.
traits of Joey in you.
I have a lot. I have a lot.
But anyway, that's good.
So okay, we chose our favorite characters. Let's go to our favorite season.
Oh, favorite season.
Favorite season.
Okay. I already know what mine is.
I know too. So you could just start with yours.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So
There's 10.
there's 10 seasons.
Yeah.
You had to think?
There's no.
This insults me.
It's fine. It's fine.
So my favorite season
Okay.
is season 4.
Okay.
Okay. But if I had to pick like an episode, not an episode, but like a string of episodes and
They were just awesome.
and then call it my best season, it's the middle of 4 to middle of 5.
Okay.
That's my favorite season
Okay.
in terms of like a string of episodes.
Okay.
What's yours? So, but my answer is season 4. That's my favorite, and I'll tell them why after you tell me what your season is.
My favorite season is season 8.
8?
8 is a sleeper season.
Yeah, because you sleep through it.
8, you have the stripper, you have Brad Pitt, you have the one with the videotape with Ross
Okay,
and Rachel
okay.
talking about how Emma came.
Okay.
You have the whole who's Emma's dad.
Yep.
That's just the beginning. Then you have the hilarious ones. Chandler's bath, bro.
Chandler's bath.
The bath salts. You remember?
Oh,
Come
oh.
on, the one with the closet. Whereas Monica's closet.
So those are all good.
They're good episodes.
So let me tell.
Where Joey tells Rachel, "Look at this."
I feel like you forget season 4. So let me explain what season 4 has. The one with the jellyfish.
Yes, that was yes. Season
Peeing
that
on
was
her.
that was one of the last episodes of season 4.
No, the first episode of season 4. First episode of season 4.
Okay, because that's after. Okay, yeah.
Last episode of season 3 was they're at the beach, but first episode of season 4.
By the way,
you're still on the beach.
Just so you know, I was pretty confident that I was going to say season 4.
Really?
I was.
But you didn't.
I didn't because you said season 4, and then I was just like, okay. It was a toss up between 4 and 8, so I went with 8.
Okay, I didn't like 8, but anyway, I'll keep going. So remember the one with the cat, Julio the cat?
Yes, I remember Julio the cat.
That one, and Joey's new girlfriend.
Yes. No, so here's the thing. Season 4 has bangers.
Bro, wait. Forget about all that. Remember the one, and you know what? I'm not gonna say it right now, but season 4 had so many amazing episodes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say right now what my favorite episode was, but let's keep it. So you want to do that now?
Yeah, let's say it.
All right. I already know what my favorite episode.
What's your favorite episode?
So it's labeled the one with Phoebe's uterus.
Okay. That's your favorite episode?
Is that the one? Wait, I can't remember. Wait, hang on. Is that?
Okay, while you look for it, I'll tell you mine.
But can I tell you what
Okay.
was in that episode? And maybe you'll remember which one it's called. It's the one where Chandler and Joey have the game and the bet against Rachel and Monica
For the apartment.
For the apartment.
Oh, yeah.
That is my favorite episode in Friends. That's my number one. I think that's the one with Phoebe's uterus or the one with the embryos.
That's the one with the embryos.
Okay, so
That's
one of them.
season...
Season 4, episode 12.
Yeah. So my favorite is from season 3.
Which is?
My favorite is the one at the beach.
Okay.
The one at the beach. So this is when they all go to the beach together, right? Phoebe goes to, find her mom. They go in that bunk ass taxi.
Yeah.
They get there just flooded with sand. Ross goes there with a girlfriend, but then him and Rachel end up having, some friction. They get the girlfriend to shave her head.
Rachel gets her to shave her head.
Rachel gives
she was
Ross
jealous.
a dissertation about their relationship, and Ross didn't read it.
Because he fell asleep.
And then he falls asleep. Rachel comes and she's like, "Is it?
Is it?
And he was like,
Is it?
Is it?"
Very amazing episode.
And, yeah,
it's an amazing episode.
That was one. That was
there's so many, but like the reason why I liked that one is because the way they asked like questions, and I just felt like the one with the embryos, which is the bet. I felt like it was just perfectly written.
It was a very, very
perfectly written.
And the thing is one of the most memorable like little videos of Friends comes from that.
Really, which one?
When Chandler's on the dog thing.
Oh yeah, when he comes in and he's like my home.
Yeah, they're rolling him in on a big ass dog statue, and he's just on top of it like the. Yeah. So
but anyway, because everyone when I'm sitting like with family members or like people, a large group of people, and they're like, "Yeah, let's play a game." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "Let's play the Friends game," which is like you get like they ask you questions about Friends and you answer. Mm-hmm. No one likes playing that game with me because I always win. Mm-hmm. I know every single detail.
What was the worst season?
In my eyes, probably 7.
What was 7?
7 was the one where like Roz is. I know that there are a lot of guests and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So 7 is the one. Yeah, I know what 7. So 7, there is a lot of guests, a shit ton of guests.
Yeah, I don't like 7. I felt like it was. I don't know.
There's the wedding. The wedding is in there.
But I didn't like that.
So anything involving Monica wasn't a huge fan of.
Yeah, but also
7 was a heavy Monica season.
When did what's his name? Bruce Willis, when he came in.
That shit was hilarious. I don't care.
When was it?
I forgot. Bruce Willis and his daughter that Ross dated, right?
Yes. I hated that.
I love that shit.
What?
Remember when they were at the cabin? No, when
they're
at the cabin.
Yeah,
that was one of the funniest episodes of all time.
Yeah. But like there were funny moments.
Yes.
But I don't feel like it was funny as a whole.
That was season 6.
Season 6?
Yeah.
So then 6, probably like between 6 and 7, that's like where I didn't like Friends.
Yeah.
Not like, obviously, I love the whole damn thing. But like that's where I feel like the weakest parts of Friends.
6 has some good ones. What are you talking about, man?
6 did have good ones.
But like the one with Joey's Porsche?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Come on, bro.
Hey.
The one with Unagi?
That was funny.
That was season 6.
Yeah, but still, like I'm telling you, there are stories that I liked following with Friends.
Yes.
But there were funny moments in all seasons, obviously. I felt every single episode was funny.
Yes.
I'm not saying season 6 and 7 were like terrible. I'm saying
Friends,
they're the least of my 10.
Friends is at least a top 3. Put it in the background while you do other shit show.
So here's a question. Mm-hmm. How do you like the way they ended Friends? Because they're always the topic of all series, TV series is how things end.
So I like the way that they ended Chandler and Monica. Like I'm okay with
like
that.
They're moving and
okay. Whatever. You got to just take that on the chin.
Great.
You got to take that on the chin.
Okay.
What do you think about Phoebe?
What, they didn't end anything with Phoebe.
Yeah.
But she just got married and then no one discussed it.
But yeah, it was just like, I guess Phoebe has always been like a secondary main character.
Yeah, but I feel like they rushed her and Mike. I felt like her and Mike.
I like Mike, bro.
I think that was the best.
What's his real
addition.
name? Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd.
Bro, he was the 7th character of Friends.
Yes, he was, because he crushed it.
He killed it, and I felt like that was an amazing addition. Okay. And I wish he came earlier.
How do you feel about Rachel and Ross?
I liked it, but I felt like it was rushed.
I felt like it was rushed.
I don't like how they ended. Like I wanted it to happen sooner.
The whole
them getting together, yeah, and then like see how it progressed.
The thing is
because did they go to France or not? Did they both go together?
Yeah.
Or did she stay? I know that she stayed for him, but what happened after?
I got off the plane.
I know she got off the plane.
Yeah, she got off the plane, bro.
Did you guys get back on it later?
She got off the plane. So yeah, we don't know. So I wish there was more detail with that.
Yeah.
What about Joey?
Joey just had a room in Chandler and Monica's house.
Yeah, Joey's not supposed to have an ending.
Yes,
The Joey character is not supposed to have an ending.
but they had a spinoff for Joey. Remember?
Yeah, called Joey.
Called Joey. No one, I don't know if anyone knows that.
No one watched it because it was
Yeah.
ass.
So after Friends finished, they decided to create a spinoff from Friends
The Joey.
about Joey, and the name of the series was Joey.
It's him, being an actor. He
Yeah.
actually did well for himself.
He actually did well. It was a funny show,
It just didn't work.
but I feel like when you're done with something as great as Friends,
You got to leave it alone.
just stop it.
You got to leave it alone.
You
and
have
that's
to.
It's like the classic. It's the classic. This movie did not need a sequel situation.
Exactly. It
Right?
doesn't.
If it's a standalone movie and it did so well, then it doesn't need a sequel. But only in very rare cases do sequels work.
Yes.
Like The Godfather 2 was better than The Godfather 1. But
That's a movie.
But even with movies, how many times have we seen two? Like, bro, I'm sorry, Finding Dory. Shut the hell up.
Yeah,
Finding Dory.
I didn't like that.
And now, granted, I was a grown ass adult when it came out, but The Incredibles 2, like Monsters University,
Those
like,
were good.
they were good, but like
Yeah. I feel like you shouldn't do that.
you shouldn't. You got to just leave it alone.
Yeah, but so what do you think about Friends having a reunion and coming back? Because there was a lot of talk about that in the past year or so.
So let me tell you why I'm okay with a potential reunion,
Of like a full series?
a full series.
Okay.
Let me tell you why I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
I think that those actors have a dynamic that a lot of other actors do not have. And the reason I say that is because these dudes spent 10 plus years together. And it wasn't just they spent time together when they were filming. Let's not forget, this was the biggest show in the world. Okay? So they were together all the time. They were touring. They were doing meet and greets. They were touring like they were artists. Like, it was crazy. And I think that all 6 of them are still in show business.
Yes. All 6 of them are.
All 6 of them are still in show business. So I would be okay.
But can I say something? I don't think they can do it.
I don't think, first of all, I don't think they could afford it. But I don't think, after seeing like Fuller House,
Oh, yeah.
like, I have skepticism, but I think
The acting.
if there's any, because they're not actors. They weren't actors for the longest time.
Yeah. But even though them coming back and acting as the Friends characters after this long, I don't think they can top it.
But is there any show in the world that could possibly do it better than they could possibly do it? No. If anybody can do it,
It's them.
it's them.
Yes.
Not The Office, not New Girl, not Seinfeld, none of that. Maybe Seinfeld because they all acted as themselves. But
Yes.
it was a Chandler situation through the whole series.
Yeah.
But,
and Seinfeld came back and started doing these stand-up comedies.
yeah.
And he's doing pretty good on Netflix.
Yeah, I love Seinfeld.
But anyway,
But if anyone can do it, it's them. So I can't stress how much this is a pro Friends family. We are very, very high on Friends.
I love it.
But yeah, so this is the first of many series spotlights that we are going to be doing. We're going to be looking for your recommendations, right? And Mac and I are going to do a good job of making sure that we watch the shows that we're
going to do a good job.
Yeah. So I think I have a few ideas for the next one, but we'll save that for that.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
All right. So why don't we do this? Let's take a quick break and let's change the subject.
Let's do it.
All right. So we just went into a little Friends rabbit hole. But again,
Hey, it's close to my heart.
And it's series spotlight. So series spotlight
Series
is when we do a series spotlight, it is going to take up the first 30 minutes. It's just going to. That's just how it's going to work.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got to talk about. My stomach just made a wild ass noise. Wild ass noise. I treat my body like a garbage can. Honestly, I should be ashamed of myself. The things I put in this thing. Oh my god.
All right, ignore it.
Anyway, so in talking about Friends was actually part of a huge controversy.
Oh yes.
Because people were very angry
that
it went to HBO Max.
Yes. So I'm one of them, right? Because I used to always watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix.
Yes.
And then something happened. I don't understand. I know that you know all these rules about rights on shows or things like that, on music and things like. What can you explain to me just real quick? What the heck happened? If you know,
So what happens is
why did they take it off of Netflix and put it on HBO?
Let's go back to the top level of what the process is. The way it is that you have network television shows mostly from the past.
Okay.
But like you have network television shows that are still owned by the network.
Okay.
Okay. So the network then decides I'm going to license this show to a streaming provider.
Right.
That's how it initially was when it was Netflix and Hulu and whatever. Now, as more emerge, the streaming platforms that are emerging are streaming platforms that actually have a stake in the parent network company.
Got it. Okay, understood.
Right? So Disney Plus is going to have all of the Avengers because Marvel is owned by Disney.
Correct.
Right?
And they're only going to stream it on Disney Plus.
Exactly. So that same logic applied to where, okay, as we are adding new things, for example, Peacock, right, is owned by NBC, and NBC owns The Office. So The Office is no longer on Netflix; it's now on Peacock.
Okay,
and that's my beef.
I understand.
That's my beef, and you know I have a beef with this.
Yes, I know, because I really hate this topic.
There's too many streaming platforms now.
There are.
There's way too many.
But wait, before we get into the streaming platforms, a question.
Hit me.
Who owns HBO?
Who owns HBO?
What's the network that you're saying that had to take it off of there and put it on HBO
No,
Max?
I don't think that so HBO's owned by Warner Media.
Okay, you just answered my question.
Okay.
Because they own Nickelodeon.
Warner Media owns everything, bro.
They own Nickelodeon.
They own Nickelodeon.
And that's why Friends... I was going to say, okay, why'd they take it off Netflix and not Nickelodeon? And that's the answer, is because they own Nickelodeon too.
You know, Friends was originally on NBC, though.
Yeah. When they first aired it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what happened?
I don't know. But anyway, so what it comes to is that they're all figuring out how to do these licensing deals.
Because there's so many platforms.
And there's so many platforms. And now as the platforms emerge, some of these platforms are actually part of the parent company. So Warner, all of Warner's shit pretty much is on HBO Max. All of the like superheroes, because like all the DC shit is Warner.
Understand.
And it's on HBO Max.
Because they own it.
HBO Max is my favorite streaming platform.
Really?
Yeah. I know you're surprised to hear this because
why?
It has the best quality. It has the best, to me, mix of movies and shows, because Netflix doesn't have a lot of good movies. They have a lot of good shows, but they don't have a lot of good movies, and their shows are starting to slow down a little bit.
Yes.
HBO Max has the best mix and the best exclusives, as Friends now, right? So, I mean, in addition to Friends, HBO, you're talking about... HBO has Game of Thrones. It has The Wire. It has The Sopranos. It has all this...
But it's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's $15 a month, right?
Well, I mean, like, relative to the like Hulu and all the other ones.
Yeah, but I see Hulu. I don't really... There's not a whole lot...
I don't like Hulu.
There's not a whole lot on Hulu
I don't
that
like
I mess
Hulu.
with.
Yeah.
But now you have the major... You have
Anatomy.
Netflix. You have HBO Max. You have Hulu. You have Disney Plus. You have
there's too many.
Paramount Plus. There's now
the
Paramount
new
Plus.
one. Yep.
There's Peacock. There's so many things.
Yeah, you can't
This is too many.
Like, how many do I have to subscribe to?
Yeah.
To like drop my TV services at home.
And the thing is like, at what point? Like, because look, you have Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, Hulu,
Amazon
Paramount
Prime Video
has good stuff. Very good stuff.
Do you know why I like Amazon Prime Video?
Tell me.
Because you can watch anything you want, even if you have to rent it.
Even if you have to rent it, yes.
I'll pay $2 to watch a really nice movie that's
who
not
cares?
on for free.
And you have, look.
I love that about Amazon. I love that.
So here's my beef. If you're gonna do all of these streaming platforms, you have to consolidate somehow.
You mean like merger?
Something.
Someone buy someone out?
No, not even that, because at this point it's impossible. At this point, you have who's backing these companies now. You have Disney. Okay, you have Warner.
Yeah, now they're going to be conglomerates. Now they're going to be huge. They're going to be bigger than Amazon.
Yeah, you have
Maybe
Disney,
not bigger, but you
Warner,
know what I mean.
Amazon, Apple. Like, what? Like, Fox. Fox is pretty much Hulu.
I wouldn't even put Apple in there.
Apple?
Their streaming service sucks.
Well, no, but I'm saying they're backed by such large companies that you can't acquire or merge. They're past acquisition.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree.
They're way past, and they're performing so well individually, they would never even think of doing that.
Yeah,
But it's
But
just
at what point? And you know what's funny? I want to know. I didn't check this, and I should have, because this is a really important question related to this
I
question.
could do the Googles.
How many people actually drop their TV services and are just streaming shit from these streaming services like Netflix or HBO Plus?
Yeah, I mean, it says that. Wow. Okay, so in 2018, there were 90.3 million households subscribed to cable. 90.3 million. The number is expected to drop. It was expected to drop to 82.9 million in 2020. So in 2 years, they lost 8 million. Wow, that's crazy. And then homes that have cut the cords. Wow, that's crazy. So 44 million households in 2020 was a projection.
Had streaming services?
Exclusively.
No.
That's what it says. Homes that have cut the cord are likewise increasing at a similar rate. In 2018, the number of households without paid TV services was 36 million. That number has steadily increased to 40.2 million. Wow.
Are you sure?
That seems wrong. Anyway, that's probably
But this is what I'm trying to get to, right? The streaming services might be the future.
no, it is the future because
No, I mean future of only TV at home. I know it is, but
you know why I say it's already past that? So it's the present now pretty much and everything else is the past. It's starting to have live TV, YouTube TV, live TV.
yes.
It's starting to your Hulu has live sports. That commercial is on all the goddamn time.
But the problem is, the companies that are providing TV and internet, right?
Yeah.
Like Verizon or Comcast or whoever
Yeah.
it is, right? They have those bundles.
Yeah.
So now they're saying, oh, well, you want to watch HBO. You want to drop our TV service and go watch HBO or Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But if you drop our TV service, then our internet service is going to go up.
That's what I was just about to say, and that's something that we're gonna have to expect to come in the near future. Wi-Fi is gonna cost a lot of money
And they are
because they have a monopoly.
they have a monopoly.
They have a monopoly.
They own the freaking circuits in the ground and the wires.
Yeah, so you have like Verizon, you have
You can't
Cox,
acquire
you
it.
have AT&T, DirecTV. So the Wi-Fi prices are going to go up because they're going to recoup. They're going to get their bread somehow.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, all right, we know this is gonna happen.
Yeah, it's because it's going to. It's by the way, it's a much easier user interface. I could watch what I want, when I want, how I want.
Yeah.
I could put subtitles. I could watch it in Japanese if I want.
Yeah, exactly.
I could watch it now. I could watch it later. I don't have to record it. I
And
could
there's
just watch it.
international titles in there.
Oh, and guess what? This is the best part. I don't have to be home.
Oh, exactly.
I don't have to be home. I could be in a plane. I could get Wi-Fi from the plane and just watch.
Even
shit.
though Xfinity already does that.
Well,
You can watch TV from your phone.
Verizon, because
Verizon does
we
it?
have Fios. Verizon does it too, but you could watch live TV,
Live TV, yes.
and they do have a select amount of things that you could stream.
But still,
it's live TV.
yeah, it's subpar.
And if it's not a sport or like after a major news breaking event, I don't watch live TV. What is live TV?
You know what will be interesting is if a company comes,
Uh-huh.
it's like one company, let's just say Mac and Maj.
Mac and Maj.
We come in and we'd
Incorporated.
be like, hey, we go door to door. We'd be like, aren't you tired of having like 60 different subscriptions? He's like, hey, how about you pay us $100 a month and you get access to all of these subscriptions? I'm not talking technically, but imagine if something like that would happen. And I think that's what's going to happen in the future.
Eventually, there's going to be bundles. I mean, they have bundles now. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus are bundled.
Yeah, exactly. But because they own them.
Yeah, but I think eventually...
I'm saying, what if you want Disney Plus, ESPN
Netflix.
Plus, Netflix? I want HBO. I want all of them.
There's going to be... It's going to be provided by someone. Someone is going to be a company that does that.
Can I tell you who?
Who?
Credit card companies. Banks.
Did you just hear my stomach?
Yeah. What's up with you, man?
I told you. I treat this thing like it is a trash can. Like a trash can in a
All right,
bathroom.
forget your stomach.
A public bathroom.
Forget your stomach.
Okay.
Banks.
Like credit card companies?
Yes. Banks.
Like how did they pull the subscribe? You're going to have to explain. You can't just hit me with banks and the numbers
Because
aren't
you know
crunching.
how it's easy to just like pay things through your credit card now and Apple Pay and all this stuff that's going on? Maybe there's a way to, those apps where they say, hey, we will combine all of your debt.
Oh, like Mint?
Yes.
Okay.
But use that same methodology with streaming services.
So you just have to pay on one platform rather than paying.
Exactly. And you get access to everything.
And they do the rest. They handle the back end for you.
Exactly. That's going to make the HBOs, the Disney Plus, the Netflix say, we want to be bundled with everyone else because that's where the money is.
That's
everyone
where the
wants
money is because everyone wants simplicity, and people are more. So if they sold you a bundle for $100, I'm sure you would get it. If they sold you each one individually, you're like, no, that's too much work.
Yes. Me.
Yes, you.
Yeah, because I don't like when you say, oh, pay 15 here, pay 10 here, pay 8 here.
But I will say you gotta get HBO Max.
So I had HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped it.
You dropped it.
I did.
They have very, very good shows on there. Very good shows on there.
Yes, they do. But I dropped it because I told you, I don't, maybe this is wrong, but I just don't like having that multiple. Like, no, I want to focus on one right now. I don't want to be confused.
You know what I know?
And many different bills.
I know people that subscribe to shows. So what do I mean by that?
Yeah. What?
So they'll subscribe because they want to watch a show. They'll watch that show for a month,
exactly.
And then they'll unsubscribe.
Yeah, so the reason why I got HBO Max was because...
Game of Thrones.
No, not even. Friends.
Friends?
So Friends left...
You're a crackhead.
Yeah, I'm a crackhead. So it left Netflix.
Uh-huh.
And it went... Because you know what I do when I get home from doing something or whatever. If I'm out, I'm coming home, I'm going to eat.
And you need something playing in the background.
And I need something in the background.
You can't eat until something's playing.
I can't eat until Friends is on.
Friends specifically.
Friends specifically has to be on.
To me, I have like 6 shows that I could do that with.
Okay.
That's good. But you know why?
But that's my beef. That's why I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to HBO. Because once I came back home with that chicken sandwich, and I was like, oh shit, it's not on Netflix.
Yeah, so that's why
it was the worst meal I had ever.
That's why I had to, because at first for me it was Friends or The Office, maybe. Mm-hmm. Right? So now I could do Friends, The Office, New Girl, Seinfeld, Fresh Prince.
All of those. Yeah, they're all good.
All time. and Fresh Prince is on HBO Max too. I
hate The Office.
Yeah, it's fine. I know.
Okay.
I think it's overrated.
Okay.
I just watched The Fresh Prince like all the way through. Man, what a great show.
It was amazing.
What a great show.
I love that.
Amazing show. But yeah, the streaming platforms are getting ridiculous.
Streaming platforms are the future. And like you said, it's going to raise prices of wireless, at-home internet.
It's just going to.
It's going to, but that's okay. Because if they can bundle all of those for me for like between $50 and $100, even though I feel like that's a lot. But anyway, let's just say $50 to $100. And then internet, you just put another like $60 or $70 on top of that. I'm okay with that. Because we're already paying like $200 for streaming.
You know what I think? I think who's going to be the ones bundling everything?
Who?
I think it's going to be Verizon, Xfinity, and them.
They get the rights?
They're gonna offer the bundles instead of cable because they already did that with Apple TV.
Yeah, but then and they did that with Disney Plus.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
But the problem is with that,
they're more likely.
Yeah, but the problem is with that is then you have another problem. Who do I go with? AT&T or Verizon? Because Verizon has Disney Plus, but AT&T has HBO Max.
No.
Because AT&T has HBO Max.
I think they're going to stop doing exclusives.
Yeah, but not anytime soon.
No,
because they just started
AT&T.
Not anytime soon.
I think it's gonna get to.
If you want HBO Max, go subscribe with AT&T because they give it to you for free.
I agree with that, but I don't think that's going to be like. I think that wow, this is the noises. I think it's eventually going to get to the point where it's just offered. You know what I mean? It's just like offered. All of them are offered
for free.
No, not for free. You pay them to handle the back end, kind of like you just
talked about. So instead of the banks, the companies.
I think because they already have that system in place for Apple TV or Disney Plus, they just need to incorporate it for all of them. And then also at that point, there's still competition between these network providers for the network.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then you're back to square one. Then you have to choose. Yes, you're choosing less. You have less options to choose from. Mm-hmm. But you still don't have everything.
I think that's probably where we're trending towards. But
yeah,
you know something that I'm starting to like a lot in media is a lot more Middle Eastern, representation, not just Middle Eastern, but like, even
Non-American.
non-American, but like Middle Eastern specifically, India, Pakistan, and in those countries, we're getting representation.
Yes.
Like we're starting to see shows. We're starting to see Rami Malek play Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. We're seeing Rami Youssef have an entire show about Arabs.
Yes.
Just an entire show.
Yeah.
That's extremely successful. Emmy nominated.
Yeah.
Hassan Minhaj.
Hassan Minhaj.
Yeah. He literally had Patriot
He
Act,
did it.
hilarious stand up.
He did it.
You know?
And he started with that Homecoming, remember?
Yeah. Homecoming was hilarious. And he was
amazing.
on the Daily Show. Like, it's crazy. And my question is, why do you think there isn't more of that?
More of what?
Representation of, not just Arabs, but,
Different. Okay, got it. Yeah,
people like us, Arabs, it's not Arabs are not limited to like a certain bucket, because at the end of the day, if we want to really talk about it, like
The
Selma
representation,
Hayek is freaking Lebanese, bro.
but not really Lebanese.
Yeah, but like openly,
I get it.
With people that are openly Arab, Muslim, Indian, Pakistani, from Bangladesh, whatever, people that are openly from countries where darker skin color, different religion. Mm-hmm. Why isn't that not a thing? Let's talk about the Middle East specifically. Just
because that's what we have.
That's what we got.
I want to hear your perspective. Why do you think there's not enough Middle Eastern representation in Hollywood, like American TV?
I really wanted you to go first. No, let me.
I have an answer.
There's a few things. One of which, I think that culturally, in our households, Middle East. I'm talking about Middle East. In Middle Eastern households, culturally, it is a tough sell to mom and dad saying that you want to major in interpretive dance.
Or you want,
like it is a tough sell to be like you want to go to Juilliard.
I want to go learn acting.
Yeah,
what do you mean act sell. Now?
They're gonna be like, what are people gonna say? And that's the problem. So that's one problem.
Yes.
The second problem is the way Arabs and Middle Easterns are portrayed in media. They're always portrayed as villains, right? So every time we get casted, there's something called typecast, where you're casted for a certain type of role consistently.
Really?
It's called typecasting, yeah. So typecasting essentially puts you, and is very, very discriminatory, puts your background into a bucket, right?
So you're associated with that.
So now if you're Arab, you're a villain in a war movie. That's just what you are.
Yikes, which is true.
This is what you are.
Yeah.
You're just a villain.
Because you see a lot of that.
You're a villain. You're extremely wealthy. You're a murderer. Right? It's always one of those. It's never, I'm Freddie Mercury. Like, I'm just a dude,
What racism?
Yeah, I mean, it's typecasting. They do it all the time.
Stereotyping.
It's just stereotyping. You put it because they know what sells. At the end of the day, they know people are going to watch a movie about war against Arabs. They just know it.
Yes.
They know American Sniper is going to hit every single time.
Yes.
Right? So because of that, they do. So it's not only the households and the stigmas that we place, which, rightfully so, sometimes.
Yes.
Because sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it's like, bro, I get it, but you're no De Niro. You kind of suck. Like, this isn't like you need to be an engineer, doctor, lawyer thing. You just are not a good actor.
No, you're right. I get it. I get that.
But another part of it is there's discrimination at the top level to where, a lot of these actors will even speak about it. A lot of these Arab actors, Middle Eastern actors, they'll be like, I'm taking roles that aren't specific to a race. Like Rami Malek got famous off of a movie or off of a series called what is it called? Why am I? It's like Robot. What is it?
Robot?
Mr. Robot.
Oh, Mr. Robot. Okay.
Mr. Robot.
Okay.
He got famous off of Mr. Robot. His name is Rami Malek. He's from Egypt, bro. His name in the show is Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. That's the goal.
We want that, or we want us, possibly, maybe this is too much to ask for, but maybe a good Arab, maybe like a good Arab.
Fighting terrorists?
Yeah.
Arabs fighting terrorists. Wow.
It's always the murderer, the this, the that. And it's like, come on, dude.
But look, you went to the deep side of that. Let me tell you my side of it, which is what I actually feel like is reality. For a lot of families. I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of families. Myself. I'm going to talk about myself. Maybe you too. Imagine I tell, or you know what? I tell my dad, I want to go do acting in Hollywood. He'd be like, you know what? Great. Go be Brad Pitt, son.
Yes.
Great. Thanks, Dad.
Yes.
Love the support. I go to Hollywood and I do a show.
Yes.
Right? I'm in America. maybe one of the scenes is me in bed with a girl.
It's a tough sell to the parents.
Red flag.
Tough sell
Like
to the parents.
immediately.
Tough sell to the
You know what I mean? So there's culture that goes into it too. Taboo. What are you doing?
Absolutely.
You have a girlfriend and you're kissing her. What are you doing?
But how many movies are not like that? How many shows are not like that? There's a good amount. You don't have to play
Really? No, you know what I want you to do? I want everyone else to do this. Any American TV show or movie you watch, notice that. How many of those are really in those shows and TV?
I get what you're saying, but
maybe that's why a lot of these Middle Eastern people aren't in these.
No. It's 100% a reason.
Yeah.
It's 100% a reason. And you're right. You know, I think there's multiple factors at play, but you know what I like to see is that. So, have you heard of the show Rami
Yes.
on Hulu?
Yes.
It talks about real shit. That's why Arabs generally don't like it. It talks about like the real shit.
What's his name? What's his name?
Rami Youssef.
No. The actual actor.
Rami
His name is Rami.
in the show. The show's name is Rami and his name is Rami. His real name is Rami.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
So they talk about real shit. They talk about, you know, Rami. He has struggles, whether he has vices, real shit, the shit that you talk about, whether it be women or drugs or alcohol or whatever.
Yes.
He has vices, and what people need to do, and I think they need to step out the shell that everyone is perfect and everyone makes mistakes, everyone has problems,
Of course.
right? Okay, so we can't try and live in this bubble where we're so sheltered, we never do anything
No,
wrong.
we're not. It's not even that.
And they hate him. A lot of Arabs hate him.
Because he's portraying the real picture.
Because he's portraying something that they don't want other people to see, but it's the truth. This happens a lot.
Yes, which is normal.
Now, granted, sometimes he goes completely all the way to the extreme.
Yeah.
But you need to do that sometimes.
But it doesn't mean that
You need to do
doesn't
that because it's
happen.
television. It's TV.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
It doesn't. It
Just
does
because he
happen.
goes to the extreme means does happen.
It's not the norm.
It's not the norm.
But
It's
it
it
happens.
Not even one-offs, but it happens.
It happens. It speaks to a lot of things and challenges what we believe socially and everything. And I think traditional.
Yeah, and if people are thinking we're talking about this because we are Muslim, that's not true. Because there are a lot of Arabs that are not Muslim.
Absolutely.
That have the same mentality because it's cultural.
Absolutely.
It's in the culture.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the main reasons why
a
there's not a lot of representation.
A lot of people don't know that all Arabs are not Muslim.
I know that's true.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, they think all Arab equal Muslim.
A lot of my best friends from are
Christian.
Are Christian Arabs.
Yeah. Definitely.
And there's
And they're exactly like us.
yeah, it's just a different religion, but the culture is still the same. It's normal.
They eat stuff.
But they just don't know, and that's amazing to me that you think that an entire region is just one religion. I mean, with the influence that the Romans, the Greeks, whatever have. I mean, all of us are probably. I asked my dad the other day. I said, Pops, where do we come from? Do you know? He was like, Crete. I was like, what? Crete? Like the Crete? He said, the Greek Italians. I was like, Crete? I think you're wrong, dude. And then I looked at the Italian national team and I was like, bro, Buffon looks like he could be my dad. like there's something here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that it stretches past religion.
But I think the reason why a lot of people don't know that is because we don't have enough representation.
It comes back to that. It comes back to the media. A lot of people just don't know these things, man. And it's tough because
let's do a show. Here in the United States.
A show? Me and you?
Yeah. No, not me and you, but let's pilot one.
No.
Like with real actors.
I need you to understand something. If I am creating a show, I have to act in it.
Wow. You're just like that guy, aren't you?
I'm that guy. And you know what?
Hey, I'm Chandler, right?
You know what? I think I would do an amazing job.
In acting?
Absolutely.
I think I can do it too. You want to test it?
How?
Let's. Oh, shoot. No. You're not supposed to look at the camera.
Huh? No, this is just me. This is just me trying to familiarize myself with my audience.
You want to see who's a better actor, me or you?
How?
Let's go to an audition.
Let's go to an audition?
Yes.
Do they have those now? We don't
Who
live
cares?
we don't live in Hollywood.
So what? Let's go.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I've practiced monologues in the mirror.
I never, but I still feel like I can beat you.
I don't think you could beat me.
I really think I can.
I've acted in a short film.
I've acted in front of you.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, I have acted in a short film. I wonder if I'm not gonna put the link, but I wonder if people could find it.
In a short film? You acted.
It's on YouTube. Yes.
Okay, I'll find it.
You won't find it.
I will. I'll share it with them.
I was 12.
I'll still find it.
Don't look up 12-year-olds on the internet, freak.
No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
see?
But I think that's the problem, right?
It's part of it. I think you introduced something that I didn't necessarily. I've thought about a few times because I told my mom one time, I was like, I want to be on Sweet Life from Zach and Cody, and they're like, her first thing, she wasn't like,
Cody kisses.
Are you good with the tone? Like, are you able to gauge? She was like, what if they make you kiss somebody? I was like, bring girls. No, but you're right. That's definitely a huge factor. I think another huge factor is definitely the stuff that I talk about. And when you pull all of that together of the taboo, you pull the typecasting, and then you pull not just the taboo of it, but like it's not
the unawareness, like the lack of awareness.
Yeah, that you could actually have a career in this and whatever. You pull all that together, and it's just one cluster of just absolute oppression in terms of media.
But I definitely feel like it's something it's a barrier that you can definitely break.
Somehow, yeah.
Which is more representation.
By the way,
it shows about that specifically.
How much, you know how there's Bollywood, Hollywood?
Yes.
We have one of those.
Yeah, we do. And it's centered in Egypt.
It's centered in Egypt, yeah. All the best actors come from Egypt.
Yes.
That's just known.
Yeah.
Like, because they have like good schools out there, and traditionally, even all the plays and everything dating back to before like my dad was born came out of Egypt.
Yes.
Right? So, but there's a lot of movies, and I'm just saying that
Lebanese, but
Lebanese, yeah. We just need to breach. We need to breach because I want us to get to a point where
the Arab Spring kind of like put us back.
And ISIS.
Yeah.
But what my thing is just like, okay, we need to show the kids in the future that they could do whatever the hell they want.
Yes.
And that's part of assimilating into America.
And you don't have to break culture to do that.
No. And my thing is like when you come to America, everyone is always like, okay, you just follow the rules, you shut up, you do what they tell you to do because they hate us. You just have to comply. You have to like, no, dude, I'm here. I'm an American citizen. My grandparents are American citizens. Yes. I should be able to do what everyone else does.
Exactly.
So I want people to break that barrier so that my kids, my grandkids, not my kids because they're going to be doctors, lawyers, and engineers. But
you're a doctor.
Yeah, you're just a doctor. It's like, Dad, I don't know how to walk. Nah, it's okay.
But if it wasn't for all of those, what would you have done?
For what?
For all of these like lack of representation.
Bro, I tried. I put out music.
Failed, man. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, you're
you
right. You
didn't fail, but you know what I mean.
I don't want to say I failed because I didn't try as much as I could have.
Yeah.
Like it's not like podcasting. We're putting out one a week, but we're doing it right now. We're breaking it right now.
Yes.
So we're part of the few that are breaking it, and what we need to do is
get more followers.
We need to get more followers, bro. We just need to get more followers. You need to get more subscribers. But it comes down to
awareness. That's the thing.
It's the awareness, and not everything has to be about religion. Not everything has to be about culture. We don't have to be typecast into Muslim roles, Arab roles. No, your name could be Elliot, bro, and that's fine.
Yeah, and man, in the past few years, there's a lot of Middle Eastern talent in terms of stand-up comedy. The whole Rami Malek,
Rami Youssef,
actors. Yeah,
Hassan Minaj.
There's a lot that are coming out, and I feel like the barrier is breaking, but I feel like it's breaking at a slower pace.
It's gonna be slow
than what we need.
But I'm super excited for that barrier to break.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's gonna be great, man.
It's gonna be fantastic. But okay, this was a good episode.
Yes.
I think we're good to go.
Break the barriers.